What's going on, everybody? Jason here, and today I've got this very nice looking 2021 Ram 2500 Longhorn. Now, of course, like any other Ram truck, 1500, 2500, 3500, you can get this in different trim levels such as the Tradesman, Bighorn, Laramie, Longhorn, which you're looking at, Limited, or the Power Wagon. And with the safety features that come with this particular truck, the level 1 equipment group, you will be getting lane departure warning with lane keep assist, forward collision warning with active braking, adaptive cruise control with stop, adaptive steering, and blind spot and cross path detection. Starting things off in the front, you can see this is filled with chrome. You've got chrome bumpers front and rear, chrome grille, chrome pretty much everywhere, even chrome tow hooks. Now you can get the truck like this, or you can get the optional body color bumpers front and rear, and then the rest of this part stays chrome. Starting things off at the bottom, as you can see, it does have your chrome tow hooks like I mentioned, and then built in here you've got your front parking sensors, and also in the rear, which I'll show you. And you've also got your LED fog lights, of course, which look very nice, being a chrome fully bumper and, you know, a grille and everything. And you've also got the iconic LED lighting as well, just like I showed you on the Limited. You've got these nice little designs on the interior of the four corners, and then of course your LED and all of that. On this particular one, you do have right underneath the Ram logo the exterior front facing camera. Taking a look at this 2500 Longhorn from the side view, of course, you've got the standard wheels, which are the 18-inch wheels. You can get upgraded bigger wheels, of course, that's totally up to you. You've got this nice 2500 badging, of course, in chrome, and then in chrome your Cummins Turbo Diesel badging, and you can't forget the Ram Longhorn badging in chrome as well. You've also got your chrome tow mirrors with the built-in turn signal, and then you've got the dual mirror right there. Underneath here you've got a side camera, which is on both sides, and a light for, you know, nighttime for entry exit purposes. Also on this one you do get the clearance lamps. Now you can get it without it as well, or with this option. So as you can see, like I mentioned, these are your standard 18-inch wheels, of course, and they just have that nice finish with the chrome and then the black inserts and all of that, kind of like a granite color. And then in the middle you've got a chrome Dodge logo, which just looks really nice. Also, if we come to the rear of the bed, you do have Ram boxes on both sides, which I'll cover in a second. And you know, it's very convenient to have, especially if you have a lot of tools and stuff that you want to just put in your truck and not have to lug around. And similar to the Limited that I reviewed, you can either get this in the 6'4" bed, which this is, or you can get it in the 8-foot box, which makes the truck a little bit more bigger. Over in the rear, you can see, starting things off with these nice looking all red LED lights, of course, and then in the center here you have your sensors. You've got the Limited Longhorn Edition badging, the traditional Ram head badging in chrome, and then 4x4 in chrome as well, along with the rear bumper in full chrome as well. Like I mentioned, in the front, in the rear, as you can see along the bottom, you do have rear sensors as well. And this one does come equipped with a hitch at the back, along with any of your wiring that you may need when towing. And this being the Cummins 2500, you can tow almost 20,000 pounds with this bad boy, and you can have a payload capacity of about 2,800 pounds. And of course you've got the chrome handle for the rear tailgate with the built-in camera as well. If we go ahead and open up the tailgate, this is again a dampening tailgate, just like I showed you in the Ram Limited. Very convenient. This one does not have the option for the spray and liner, but you can definitely get it. You also got LED lighting in the rear as well, and you can turn it on and off from right here. And as an option, you can also get the Ram Box cargo management system, which this thing is right here, and it's very convenient to have. On the rear glass, you do have a power sliding rear window, of course, and on the top, this truck is equipped with rear cameras for, you know, your cargo, and there's different angles that I'll show you on the screen. And also this truck is equipped with rear auto leveling suspension, so if you're towing a heavy load, the rear will just auto level, which is really nice. And as for the Ram boxes, you can lock these obviously from the outside or just with the normal locks. If you open this up, you've got a decent amount of room to put a lot of tools and whatever you actually need to. In here you actually have a 115 volt plug as well. The power for this is on the interior. I'll show you on the driver's side. You can turn the plug on and off. And as for the key for this Ram 2500, it's a very traditional key, of course. Like you see, you've got your lock, unlock, your power tailgate release, remote start, panic button, and then on the back you've got Ram Longhorn written down there. This 2500 does have keyless entry, so if I press this chrome button here, it will lock the truck. Just have the key next to you, hand underneath, and it will unlock it. And to open up your tailgate, very simple. You're just gonna double tap and it will open for you. And to hear what this Cummins Diesel sounds like, you're gonna double tap, give it a second, and the beast comes to life. And as for what powers this bad boy, you can see, like I mentioned, it's the Cummins Diesel. It's a 6.7 liter turbo diesel, of course. And this bad boy is gonna give you 370 horsepower with a crazy amount of torque of 850 foot-pound of torque. And coming to the rear of the Longhorn, this does have the power sliding side steps, just like I showed you on the limited truck as well. But as for the interior, you can see this is a very, very unique color that comes with the Longhorn versions. And as you can see up top, you've got this mountain brown interior color, which is fully leather, and this wood trim right here, which is a little bit lighter, and it looks really nice. And you've got this nice kind of like a crocodile design black leather touch there, and then leather all along the handrest. And you've got a unique color for the handles as well on the interior, kind of like a light bronze. And if we go below that, you've got a little bit of room for space, and down here as well. And then of course your speaker system. And this truck is equipped with the 17 speaker high performance audio. And as for the actual interior, you can see this beautiful light brown color, which just looks really unique and nice. It's a fully leather seat back here all across, of course, and these rear seats are heated on both sides, which is very convenient. And you've also got limited Longhorn edition etched right into the seating. In the center handrest right here, if you pull this down, you are gonna get two cup holders, or you can use this as an actual handrest if you have no one in the center here. And as for the seats themselves, they do fold all the way up, both sides of course, and you can turn this into, like the limited I showed you, a flat bottom, so you can put stuff here, or if you have pets that you want to carry around, you can definitely do that, and it'll be so convenient for them. And if you don't want the flat bottom, you can pop this right up, and you've got a little bit of storage room down here. And also in the center here, you've got two cup holders, so you've got a cup holder here and over here. On the floor, you do have in storage floor bins on both sides, which are very convenient if you want to put small things in here, and if you do want to wash them, they do pop right out. On the seats behind the driver and passenger side, you've got a full leather back with this nice buckle design, of course, which makes the Longhorns very unique, because you'll see designs like this, kind of reminds you of the, you know, Texas cowboy type of a feel in here. And of course, right behind that, you do have a little bit of storage on both sides to put small little items. And in the center here, you do have more of that wood finish, two more cup holders, venting back here, small little room to put an iPhone or just your Android phone or whatever. Heated seats, of course, like I mentioned, and then USB ports, normal ones, Type C, and a 115 volt plug back here. Heading over to the front driver's side, again, you've got the side steps that are power, which is really nice, and the front is pretty much exactly the same as the rear. You've got this nice tone of brown right there, leather, and a bunch of storage area for cup holders and whatnot. You've got your speaker system here, and over here a small one. Up here you've got your window controls and all of that. The side mirrors are power adjustable, so if you're going to tight spaces, very convenient. And this button right here is how you adjust this little mirror on the left side. And of course, you've got memory seating in this. As for the interior, this is one of the options that you can get color wise. This is the black / cattle tan interior, or if you want to go full on cowboy, you can just get the full brown interior. Your steering wheel, everything pretty much in black you see right now will be in brown. And as for the front seats, again, they're like the rear seats, very comfortable, and you do have another limited Longhorn edition stitched right into it. The front seats, both sides, are heated and vented. And also for convenience features, both sides of the front seats are power adjustable. And at the bottom, the door sill, you've got this nice little plaque that says Ram in it. Very nice looking. Over at the bottom, nothing too fancy, just your foot pedals. Here is your parking brake, and then to release it, you're just gonna pop this up. And this is the power button for the 115 volt plug I showed you in the Ram boxes to turn on and off. And to open up your hood, this is your hood latch release right in the center here. Up here, you've got lighting controls, your fog lights in the front, and then your rear bed lighting and the top lighting and all of that, and then your light dimmers in the front. And you've got a manual adjustable steering wheel with power adjustable foot pedals. And on the interior, when you enter, you'll notice these grab handles on the front and rear, of course, and you got the nice brown stitching, which looks really nice with the black contrast. And the actual dashboard is a soft leather, and again, you get that brown stitching all across the whole dash, which makes it look very premium. You've got a speaker there, and in that corner over there, This 17 speaker system, the high performance one, is of course none other than the Harman Kardon sound system. And you'll notice along all of the vents you have this kind of like a light bronze bezeling that goes everywhere, and it looks really clean. Just like the brown stitching that you see everywhere, you also notice the wood finish, which is completely covered in this truck. In the center gauge cluster here, it's very traditional to any other, you know, a Ram that I've covered. One little small finish, I guess you could say, in these ones, just like the bezeling around the vents, is even in the meters here, the tach meter and the speed. It's kind of like a light champagne, you know, finish, light brown finish, which looks really nice. And if you look very closely, I'm not sure if you can see, but this bezeling around everything has that nice little design, which, you know, it shows that they took their time to do those fine little touches to make this truck feel even more nicer. And just like any other truck that I've shown you, the Ram trucks, there's a bunch of stuff that you can do in the middle, like obviously see your speed. You can go through vehicle information, off-road information, just a bunch of different little things that you can have in front of you without taking your eyes off of the road, which is very convenient. And for the actual steering wheel, you've got this nice kind of like a smooth finish, wood finish here, and the full leather wrapped steering wheel with the brown stitching and more wood down here, and then this nice light champagne finish. The bezeling around the buttons, of course. You've got your Bluetooth settings here. These are the controls to control your center screen there. You've got your cruise control settings here, and then how, like, the distance control and all of that right there, and then your gear limit button right there, and a nice matte finish in silver, chrome, whatever you want to call it, Ram badging. To the left of the steering wheel, you've got controls for your high beams, turn signals, and your windshield washer and all of that. And to the right of the steering wheel, you've got this nice lever. A lot of people prefer this one over having the little knob here, of course. This being a Cummins diesel, you will get this compared to like the Limited that I showed you with the Hemi engine. It had that little knob. And in the center handrest here, you've got this fully leather wrapped center handrest, of course, with that nice design. And then you've got the Limited Longhorn Edition plaque as well right there. If we go ahead and open up the first section here, you've got a decent amount of room to put whatever you need to, a small phone, a small tablet, a wallet, and you can have a USB charger in here as well. So if you want to charge something, you can leave it in here. If we go ahead and open up the main section, of course, right here you'll notice you have a measuring table and all of that. So if you're a carpenter, this is your best friend. And my teacher always told me that I'll never use the tan, cost, and sin. Well, it's right here if I do need it. And of course, you know how it is with Rams and their spaces. They've got a ton of room, obviously, in this one as well on both sides, so a lot of room to put whatever you need to. And on the actual slider that I just shown you, you've got this nice wood finish with, again, that light kind of like a champagne color finish with that nice little design up in there. I'm not sure if you can even capture it, but it looks really nice. If I open up this one right here, you've got a little bit of more storage to put whatever you need to. Close this and you open up this one. This is where you can put your cup holders. And if we go ahead and slide this puppy back, again, other than the more storage here, you've got another 115 volt plug down here, and in here you've got a little bit more room to tuck away things. Right above that, you've got a holder for phones. You can hold two phones, one here and one here, and the left side is wireless charging, which is nice. Right above that, you've got another little spot to put like a phone or something, and then more USB ports, normal ones, Type-C, and a aux cable. Right above that, you've got a bunch of controls for different things. Of course, you've got your front and rear parking sensors, you've got your tow haul mode, you've got your exhaust button here, and then if you do have a trailer and you want to adjust the height of it or actual truck of it so you can hook onto it, you can just press this and the rear will start lowering, and then you can press it again to raise it back up. And of course, you've got your trailer brake control here. And beside all of that, you've got this off-roading stuff right here, so your two-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low, and all of that for your gear selection. This 2500 Longhorn wouldn't be a Longhorn without the massive 12-inch screen. All the trucks that I've pretty much shown you have had the 12-inch screen, and I've gone into it with, you know, much more detail, but I'll quickly cover it here, what you can do and what you know, have options to do. On the sides here, you do have controls for your heating and cooling, of course. And again, if you go here, which is media, you've got access to AM, FM, and your Bluetooth and Sirius XM. Right next to that, if you go on to controls, this will pull up the menu for the driver's side, which will give you heated seats, vented seats, heated steering wheel, and then same thing for the passenger, heated and vented. From here as well, you can dim your mirror, and then you can go to your backup camera if you like, and then it has different options and angles that you can look at, like I mentioned. So this is on your tailgate handle. If I press this top one here, this is on top of the rear light, which I showed you for the bed camera and stuff. And these ones right here are on the mirrors, which I showed you on the exterior. And this one is just an auxiliary one if you do have it connected to the trailer that you're towing. Also, you can see from here, you can go straight from the backup camera, like I mentioned, your cargo camera. You can deploy your bed step and also your surround camera as well. So this will give you the top view, the rear view, and just a different amount of angles which you can go through. And right next to that, you've got climate. So like these buttons here, you've got touch buttons here. So this makes life so much easier because you can just slide these up and down however you need to, rather than pressing it and just keep going at it. But very, very nice. Obviously, you've got your app section here. A lot of the stuff which I just showed you is on here, so you can flick through, go through different options and whatnot. You've got navigation as well. You got a full screen of a beautiful navigation, and this is very, very responsive, like you can see. Of course, you've got your phone settings and then access to your backup camera again. Also, if I go ahead and press the home button here, this will give me access to have a split screen. So right here you can see I'm listening to music down here, and up top I can have navigation, so best of both worlds. And above the 12-inch screen, you've got your button here for your lane departure, traction control, and all of that. Right above all of that, you've got more of this beautiful wood finish. Ram logo. You've got a 12-volt adapter and a small space to put, very tiny things. Up above, not only is this a, dimmable mirror, this is also, with the flick of this button here, a digital mirror, which is very nice nowadays. And right above all of that, you've got controls for your interior lighting, your tailgate release, assist and SOS. You've got your sunroof options here, and then your rear power sliding window. And again, this does have the power sunroof, and it just makes it so much nicer. Heading over to the passenger side, of course, again, you can see these beautiful brown leather seats. Right here, you've got a little bit of room on both sides to put paperwork or whatnot. In your glove department, you've got a decent amount of room to put small little items. If that gets full, you have a secondary one which you press this, and it opens up a whole new world to put small little items. If we close this, you've got obviously more wood, and then this engraved limited Longhorn edition badging in there, which looks really cool. And here you can see the window sticker for the 2021 Ram 2500 Longhorn. Over on this side, you'll see the specs of it, the color, interior, and all of that. And you've got your standard equipment all along here. It has a ton of it, being a Longhorn, of course. And then right here is when you start seeing the optional equipment. As you can see, this has a ton of optional equipment. Of course, that's what makes this truck really nice. And of course, you see the price here at the bottom. This is, of course, minus any dealer discounts or manufacturing discounts. And that's it for this 2021 Ram 2500 Longhorn. Let me know in the comments down below on what you think of this truck. Do you love it or do you hate it?